Hi crafters, Karen here from Karen's Crafting Company, and in today's video it's all about the sheetload of cards with a little bit of a twist. On the 2nd of every month, the collaboration team of Call Me Crafty Al shows their take on the newest sheetload of cards. Due to the circumstances that Crafty Al is going through right now, the sheetload of cards is put on hold. During the time that Crafty Al reached out to the collaboration team, informing us of what was going on, a couple of teammates replied back offering suggestions or ideas on what we could do in place of the June 2023 sheetload. And a couple of people had some really good ideas of sharing their favorite sheetload of cards. Now, I don't know if the entire collaboration team will be taking part in this. I thought it was a great idea, and so I decided that I would go ahead and make a video on some favorite sheetloads. Now, here's the thing. My favorite sheetloads, I'm not sure that I have an actual favorite because, quite honestly, I love every single one of Crafty Al's sheetload of cards. Now, my objective for this video today was to find sheetloads that would go with two of the pieces of pattern paper that I used to create my cards. So here's the first with this pretty floral pattern. This is by the paper studio that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then my other sheet that is matching that is the Dots and Stripes gingham by Echo Park, and I'm using this light green, mint green color gingham. So those are the two papers that I chose for my sheetloads, and I will be showing you two using the exact same papers just to show you how the papers can look on different types of cards that you make using different templates or sheetloads or sketches. So let's start here with the February 2020 sheetload of cards. Now, when I picked this, again, I absolutely love this template because it's really going to show off the pretty floral pattern paper that I chose. And it also called for 2 pattern papers, which is exactly what I had. So that worked out great. And again, this yields 6 cards. So here are my 6 cards using this template. So, of course, you have the 3 that have the floral as the main focal point of the paper, and then we have 3 with the gingham. Now, when you look at the sheetload, you see here it has this embellishment, and for that embellishment you could use ribbon, you can use twine, you can use whatever you want in place of that. And it doesn't even have to be ribbon or twine. You could use whatever your heart desires. So I have the Scribbles and Splats die set from Tim Holtz, and I thought that was perfect to create my embellishment behind my sentiment. And then for my sentiment, I brought in my scrapbook.com Happy Birthday stamp set, and I used it for my sentiment, and then you'll see what I did on the inside of the card as well. Now, I have this really pretty peach, light orange cardstock for the cardstock as my mats and my sentiment. And when you look at the paper, you can see a little bit of that color in the paper. So there's some up here on the top, there's a little bit here in the middle, and then there's some down here on the bottom right. And I just thought that went so well together. And there really wasn't much of that peach color, so that's why I went with that cardstock, to kind of help it pop off the page. And then I went with a gray card base because I just love that soft color with the other soft colors that I used for my card bases today. Inside, I layered the gray card base with white cardstock by Nina Solar White, 80 pound. I brought in some washi tape. I was looking for some washi tape that had some of the colors that were in the floral pattern, and I thought I did a pretty good job matching up some of those colors. And then again, I used another stamp from that same Happy Birthday stamp set by scrapbook.com and stamped just that little sentiment on the inside. And that is the first sketch that I am sharing with you today. Now, my second sketch that I brought out, again, using the same papers, I am using the April 2022 Sheetload, and this is a fun fold mini slimline, and you get to use your 6x6 paper. Now, of course, both my papers are 12 by 12, so all I did was I cut both pieces down to 4 6x6 size papers, and then you yield 8 cards, and because I had the 12 by 12, I doubled it, so I was able to get 16. And again, the template calls for 4 6x6 pattern papers, but again, because I was using the 12 by 12, that's what I used instead. So my cards for that, so I have 8 where the gingham is on the bigger, that is the bigger piece. And here you can see that I brought in my Sprigs die set from scrapbook.com, and I was trying to, I was matching the peach or light orange cardstock to bring out that in the paper. And there were 6 total of the dies, but 2 of them were too large for this type of card base. So I used 4 of them, and then I did 2 of each using those dies. And that's what I did here. And then I used the Marigold Distress Oxide by Tim Holtz for my sentiment. And I didn't add anything on the inside just because it is a smaller card base, and I really wanted all the space left for either my written message or my stamped message. And those are my first 8. And then my second 8 is just the opposite, where the floral pattern is on the bigger piece of that cardstock, the card base, excuse me. And again, the same thing. I used the same sprigs for these cards, and I used 4 of them, 2 per card, and then I used the same oxide ink for my sentiments, and again, nothing on the inside. And that's just to show you how, what the templates can look like. 2 different templates using the same paper. And, it just gives you a little bit of a different look using, a particular pattern paper that you absolutely enjoy. So that is my take on my favorite sheetload of cards. Again, I really don't have a favorite because I absolutely love them all. And I met my objective, again, by finding templates that would really show off my pattern papers. That wraps up another video, friends, and I hope it has inspired you to go back into your sheetload of cards and pull out some old ones, pull out the newer ones, and make some great cards. Until my next video, friends, I hope your day is a crafty day. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.